towel. It's a gym. They gotta have some somewhere around here. Damn. Nah, man. Look, I still can't believe they banned abortions in the middle of hot girl summer. That's not fair, bro. Like, me and these hoes are just out here trying to live our life. And the state of Texas was like, y'all need to stop. And they're probably right. We've been wilding all summer. These pool parties have been crazy. Or are y'all decent people, or are you just nerds? Y'all don't like to go raw? Y'all probably didn't even catch COVID, pussies. No, I did get out of control all summer because I got dumped. Yeah, I was dating the hottest girl I ever, well, I was trying to date. I thought we were dating. She had other plans. I should have known it wasn't gonna work out because when I met her, the first thing I noticed was the small tattoo on her face. And then I saw some guy's name tattooed on her neck. But I was drunk, so I thought she's probably chill. She was not chill. Not even a little bit. She was very the opposite of chill. But she was hot, so hot. I took her to my best friend's wedding. I've known this man since the 2nd grade. I knew this girl for 2 weeks. But I took her because my ex was gonna be there, and I'm petty. This girl was way hotter than my ex. And we got there, we walked into the venue. We turned some heads, mostly because we were 4 hours late. But also because she stood out from the crowd. I saw my ex looking at her, so I was like, hell yeah, that bitch is jealous. But then I realized she was just concerned. She was like, look at this girl. And she was right. I shouldn't have been with her. She was not a good person. Like, don't feel bad for me. I still had a great time. It was awesome. It was good while it lasted till she left. Then I was real sad. That's the thing that rappers don't tell you about all these bad bitches. It sucks when they leave. They don't sing about that. Well, I guess Drake does now, but. No, I was really sad. A friend of mine called me and she goes, hey, I got an extra ticket to Coldplay. You want to go? I said, well, I'm already sad, so that sounds good. I don't listen to that shit. But she told me the concert was going to be at the stadium, and I hadn't been to a concert at the stadium since the before times, so I was excited. Yeah, I didn't even care that it was Coldplay. I was like, it's going to be a performance. There's going to be all kinds of lights and shit. Like, I was ready. We're heading to the stadium. I noticed that my friend had her purse, and I was like, hey, you can't go into a concert with your purse. And she goes, I went to the Houston rodeo with this purse. I'll be fine. I said, we're not going to the fucking rodeo, are we? And that's how I talk to my friend, because I'm in the friend zone, so I don't care anymore. We get there, security guy's like, you can't get in with that purse. And I said, I fucking told you. So then he goes, y'all can go rent a locker and put your purse in there. We get to the lockers, they're all sold out. And we're like, shit. I said, hey, what do you want to do with your purse? And she goes, what if we throw it up a tree? I said, who's gonna get it down? Not me. I don't know if y'all know this, but climbing up a tree for a purse, that's getting pussy activity. I already knew I was getting no pussy, so I'm not gonna risk messing up my hands climbing up a tree for a purse. I'm gonna need my hands later. Especially the right one. I already knew how the night was gonna end. So I was like, hey, look, we're not doing that, but we passed up this bridge earlier. We can put your purse under that bridge. And she said, absolutely not. So then we were walking towards the bridge. We cut through a parking lot, and there was all these traffic cones in the parking lot. And she goes, hey, what if I put my purse under one of these cones? I was like, that's a good idea. And she goes, I was joking. I said, I'm not joking. And she got mad. She was like, I'm not putting my fucking purse under a cone. And I said, it's a Michael Kors purse. Who cares? You got another $80. You can go to TJ Maxx again. Relax. So that's what we did. Went to the concert, had a great time, got hammered. Coldplay was great. I was surprised. I didn't know I liked them. I was like, damn, these boys got hits. I forgot that I knew a bunch of their songs. And then we left. We were leaving. And I was like, oh, let's go get your purse. And she goes, there's no way my purse is still under that cone. I was like, man, let's go check at least. She's like, no, it's going to be a waste of time. Somebody stole it for sure. There's no way my purse is under that cone. I said, let's go get your little purse. So we're walking to the cone. It was still there. Nobody wants an MK purse and a Capital One debit card. That shit was safe. It was going nowhere. If you find yourself in this situation and you think, man, maybe I should just put my purse under a cone, you probably shouldn't, because I've been telling this story for like 6 months. And boys are checking under cones these days. So don't do that. I've been dating again. I've just been hoeing around. That's all I've been doing. I have not been trying to date anybody. But I mean, I don't really have a type. I date all kinds of girls. I specifically like dating black women because I learn a lot from them, especially what I'm not about to fucking do. I get taught that lesson a lot. It sucks. One time I met a girl at a bar. She was black. We went back to her place, and she goes, hey, I'm gonna go in the restroom. When I come out, don't freak out. And I was just like, damn, she's gonna have a penis. This sucks. So I was just waiting, nervous, you know. I didn't want to get canceled, so I was just gonna be polite. And then she came out of the restroom, she just didn't have hair anymore. I was like, I've seen a wig before. You could have just told me not to pull your hair, I would have complied. I like dating white girls too, but a very specific type, like the ones that spell Ashley really stupid. You know, wear those big dumb hats on Sundays. I want to go to a pumpkin patch and be dumb, you know? I can do that shit. Brunch is fun. Y'all hate brunch? That shit is so... Like, I remember the first time I got invited to brunch, I didn't really understand what the concept was, but I went. I walked up in there, I was wearing Dickie shorts. Way past my knee. I was a different kind of Mexican back then. Y'all been to Fiesta before, you seen them. I walked in there, I saw all the Sperry's, I was like, oh, I fucked up. And this waitress came up to me and she goes, I'm sorry, sir, we don't serve Modelo's here. And I told her, I haven't ordered anything yet, but that's good to know. And I was upset. I was mad, but then they brought out all the different color orange juices. And at that point in my life, I thought only Sunny Delight made different color orange juice. So I was pleasantly surprised. And I was drunk at 1 in the afternoon. I was like, man, this is so much fun. I said, we're coming back, Chelsea. Good time. I'll put myself out there, man. I'll go to, you know, whatever for a girl. I went to a vegan festival once. She was very cute. And they knew I didn't belong, mostly because I was wearing ostrich skin boots, and they did not like that. They did not. I thought it was about food. They were very intense about everything. And one lady kept talking to me, and she was really hot, so I just kept listening. She was asking me all kinds of questions, and then she goes, you need to change your life. And I said, I know, I'm on probation right now. And then she said, you should stop eating meat. And I said, there's a long list of things I have to stop doing on my court order before I can get to meat. But she didn't give up, man. She was like trying to make me become vegan. And she goes, what do you like to do for fun? And I was like, besides drinking and driving? That's what I was on probation for. I was like, I like going to Mexican rodeos, and that leads to the drinking and driving part. But that's besides the point. And she goes, Mexican rodeos? And I was like, yeah, every Sunday, all around Houston. And she goes, that's terrible. I said, I don't know, Bud Lights are $5. It's a pretty good time. There's a lot of dancing. And she goes, what about those poor bulls? Yeah, that's some drink-dropping news right there. Those poor bulls. And I was like, those poor bulls, those are championship bulls. They take pretty good care of them. They're worth thousands of dollars. And she goes, how would you feel if someone tied a rope around your nuts and rode you? I said, I'll do whatever you want. You're so hot. How do I know that's not my thing? I've never done that shit before. Now, the weirdest situation I ever found myself in was at the Texas Renaissance Festival. So y'all are familiar. Just in case somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, Texas Renaissance Festival, it's kind of like the Game of Thrones, except everybody's unattractive. Like there's a part where you can go eat turkey legs and watch them make swords and watch shows and shit like that. I did all that, but I camped in the woods. Yeah, I did the whole experience. I saw a whole bunch of titties I didn't want to see. I thought I loved titties, but not Forrest titties. There really is an exception to every rule, you know? But I was there, I was camping, I woke up in the grass. There was a bottle of rum next to me, and I was like, I remember when somebody gave me that. And I sat up and I saw my truck, and I thought to myself, that's not where I parked it, so that's not good. Especially because I had my keys in my pocket. And I had my wallet, I didn't have my phone. I was like, well, this sucks. And then I was like, man, there was a cooler full of beer in the back of my truck. If I'm lucky, there might be 1 or 2 left in there. So I stumbled my ass over to my truck, and I opened the cooler. It was still full of beer. And I was just thinking, man, white people are the best. They don't steal anything. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And I started drinking the beer, and then I saw my phone in the back of my truck in a Ziploc bag. You know who did that, sir? Some dude named Brandon. Just some nice-ass white man that helped me, you know, and he just protected my iPhone in a Ziploc bag, put it back there. So I got my phone, I called up my boy, and I was like, hey, bro, I got separated from the group. I don't know where I'm at. And he goes, hey, man, I'm on a bunch of mushrooms. I don't know where I'm at either. And then he said, good luck on your quest. Huzzah! I don't know what that fucking word means, but I got yelled at. A lot of people yelled it at me, and it was pissing me off. And I was like, oh, this is what white people feel like when I speak Spanish in front of them. This is frustrating, you know? I was frustrated. I ain't panicked, man. I just did what came naturally. I grabbed a bunch of beers, walked to the nearest fire, and made new white friends. Yeah, I'm good at it because of alcoholism. We were all drinking together, and then they handed me this bottle, and they was like, hey, drink this. And I took a sip, and I was like, what is it? They said, it's called mead. We made it at our... I was like, I don't want no more of this shit. Yeah, what he said. So I was like, hey, man, I ain't drinking that, so I'm going to go get some more beers from my truck. And then this fat white lady popped up, and she goes, hey, I'll come with you. And I'm going to call her that because that's what she was. And she said, I'll come with you. And I was like, yeah, all right. So then we're fucking in my truck. I knew where the story was going. And in the middle of it, she looked me in the eyes and she said, give me that brown cock. I was like, man, you can't even throw big in there. She just had to be fucking racist. Not cool. Not cool, man. That's cool. Like, I'm so glad y'all out here supporting live comedy, man. I'm still, like, I mean, everybody's life changed 2020. You know, I got my second DUI. The pandemic affected us all in different ways, you know? See, because whenever it started, when Texas finally was like, all right, we're done fucking around, we'll close up too. It took us a while, let's be honest. We were wilding. Like, I didn't really care about COVID because all of my grandparents have been dead, so. When they said that's bad for old people, I was like, well, I already been through that, so it sucks for the rest of y'all. And then the bar started closing, I was like, oh, this is for real. That's when my life changed. Facebook timeline was different, everybody was mad. Like, as a unit, we were all angry that the bars were closing because we don't want to fucking go to therapy to deal with our problems. We want to go drink with strangers, possibly go home with them. That's how we deal with our mental health issues in my friend group. It's not healthy, but we get negative results. It's not good. Everybody was pissed that the bars were closed, except for one guy on my Facebook. He's like, hey guys, sucks that all the bars are being closed, but at least there's less drunk drivers on these streets. And I commented, we're still out here, player. What the fuck are you talking about? They didn't close the roads. And then he replied in all caps. He was real mad. He goes, "Hey man, drinking and driving isn't funny." I said, "I didn't say it was funny, but it is a lot of fun." And then he didn't reply, so I was like, "I won that post." Until 3 months later, he finally replied with my mugshot. The internet's undefeated. My name is Jessi Saldaña. Don't drink and drive. Thank you.